everyone. My name is Keandra, and today I will be speaking on mental illness and mental health awareness. Do you or anyone you know suffer from any sorts of mental illness?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, mental illness is not just, well, some people believe that mental illness is a person who has some type of erratic or unusual behavior. Today, I hope you would hear something in my speech that will enlighten you on what mental illness really is. Mental illnesses are disorders of the brain that disrupts a person's thinking, their feeling, their mood, and their ability to relate to others. And it also interferes with daily livings. Scientists say that illnesses can be caused by genetics, environmental issues, or life experiences. A list of mental illnesses includes depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, ADHD, PTSD, autism, dementia, Alzheimer's, many more. Symptoms may vary with the several types of mental illnesses that exist. Many are mood swings, hallucinations, abusing alcohol or drugs, keeping things to yourself, and thoughts to yourself, or thoughts of suicide, or harming yourself and harming others. Mental illnesses can affect anyone, but it's mostly common in teenagers. Teenage eating and emotional disorders are underrecognized and undertreated. Most parents perceive mental illness symptoms as hormones or just being teenagers. Statistics say that nearly 60% of emotionally troubled teenagers, they don't receive any type of therapy. So just imagine young children out there who are mentally ill and not receiving any type of therapy or any type of care. They're just suffering. This is critical for me because a failure to diagnose and treat these teens condemn them of a lifestyle of mental problems, meaning from being a young teenager up into their adult stages, they're constantly facing mental problems or mental illnesses. Just because mental illness is common in teenagers does not mean they're the only ones that fall the victim to it. Many adults live with the weight of mental illness on their shoulders. According to medical news today, 1 in 5 people over the age of 18 in the United States suffer from mental illness. So just imagine you and 4 of your friends or family members. According to this study, that says that either you or one of the 4 of them or one of all the 5 of you, shall I say, will suffer from any sort of mental illness. That's one too many. Of course, treatment plans depends on the condition. Some cases are more severe than others, so more than one type of treatment is necessary. Prescription drugs help manage symptoms like anxiety and depression. Psychotherapy can be helpful as well. It is one-on-one with a counselor. Personally, this is one of my favorite because it helps you learn different ways to respond to different situations. Lastly, a lifestyle change is another method of treatment. Changing your habits and maybe even your surroundings can make a difference. From experience, changing your surroundings and the company you keep can affect your mental state. For example, exercise can help treat mild depression, which is changing your habit, your routine, habits or your daily habits. That can help change your mental state. In closing, just because someone has a mental illness does not mean they're crazy or they should not be looked at differently because of it. Mental illness is something I am very passionate about because it means so much to me. I want to make a career out of it. My biggest career goal to accomplish is opening a counseling agency. Counseling will be offered to people of all ages, but my main target will be younger people. My main target will be younger people because they are the ones who are mostly impacted by it. I want to change the way people think about counseling. When a lot of people hear the word counsel, they think it's only for people who are crazy. But that's not what it's all about. Sometimes it's just simply for guidance, or it can be just to express yourself to someone who will listen and not be judgmental, but seek to understand you. If you ever encounter someone who is mentally ill, show yourself friendly. Show compassion. You never know what you say and how you say it can affect their mental state. It can go a long way. I hope I said something that changed your way of thinking or of mental illness. And this concludes my speech.